Hey YouTube, it's Maddie, the Empty Nest Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you stopped by. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a tidy time in a different kind of a way. I am going to share my favorite storage solutions for my various different kinds of ink blending tools. So if you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the content, and if you do, I hope you will give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe since you're not already subscribed. And if you're returning, as always, I'm really glad you came back. So I'm going to start with my oldest ink blenders that I rarely use but still have in my room. So here are a couple. I'm sure you're familiar with these. These ink blending tools came out quite some time ago. I believe they're Ranger tools, and the actual foam piece is replaceable, and you can use the same tool with different foam for different colors. So this is the ink blending tool I started out with, so I still have them. I didn't let go of them. And back in the day, crafters generally like to keep one foam for each of their colors and put it on the back of the ink with a Velcro. So these are my Distress Oxides. I do have an individual foam for each of these, and keep them stored away at the ready if I do ever decide to use them. So these two I just keep on my desk. They don't take up much room, and from time to time I might choose to use them for different techniques, or through a stencil possibly. They do tend to pick up a little bit more ink than a brush, which I'll show you later. And here I have just a plastic storage that has been in my room for quite some time, and I do have an easy place to keep it in my craft room, which is for me the key. I have a very small space. You can watch one of several videos in my playlist if you're interested in seeing the space. But this is the little plastic container that I keep the replacements. So later on, Scrapbook.com came out with these domed foam for these original, and I understand that they are much easier to blend, but you know, as you can see, these are unopened. And then Tim Holtz came out with his version, again unopened, so I couldn't tell you if I like them better or not. Maybe someday I'll try those out. These are for alcohol inks. They are felt, and they go on these same blenders, so I do keep them in the same container. These are the felt that you put at the bottom of your furniture if you wanted to slide it around. These big ones I did use to create this thing. So if any of you put together one of those pressure tools for your MISTI or stand positioning tool, these things work pretty well. I have some spare blenders, and I do have a little bit more Velcro if I wanted to add it to the back of an ink. So that's all there is about that. Gonna put it aside. So from the oldest, I will go to my most used, and that is this spinner. So this spinner is something that I picked up at Dollar Tree, and I picked it up when it actually was $1 for each item. I have two. This is the one I use for my oxides. I have another one for my inks. And what I put in here is my blending brushes that are color coded, a set of brushes, and these brushes I have in 3 different sizes, also color coded, and I do love to use color coded items. So put a sheet of white so you can see that better. So there are 3 different head sizes, and I love to use those for ink blending as well. So these little guys fit pretty well in this spinner. I cannot really say the same for the brushes. The brushes only fit in the center that has a little bit of a larger opening for them to slide through, but it works well for me. And then I have these little mini pouncers, my newest addition to my ink blending arsenal. So they fit in pretty cool also, and I did pick those up on Amazon as well. If you guys are interested in any of these blenders, leave me a comment below, and I certainly will find the Amazon link for you, but you certainly would be able to type that in the search bar and be able to find those. So all 3 kind of blenders fit right in this little Dollar Tree handy dandy tool. The tool itself you have to put together. It takes about 2 minutes. And what did take a little bit longer is adding the Lazy Susan to the bottom. I picked up the Lazy Susan also on Amazon, and they were at the time 2 for $5. I don't know if they are still that price currently, but if you're interested, leave me a comment and I will give you a link. I have no affiliate links at all. This is not something I'm going to get money for, but if you're interested, I certainly would search for that and give you the link. So moving on, going along with those brushes, and the brushes themselves also I picked up at Amazon. I'm a big Amazon fan, if you haven't guessed. And of course there are craft companies that have their own, and you may or may not have those. You may or may not feel that they're better. I cannot give you an opinion on those because I haven't tried them. So if you have both, please let me know if you feel one is better than the other and what you like better. But all of those from Amazon I am very pleased with, and I would happily recommend them for ink blending on your projects. Okay, this one is in a sterilite container. I keep them labeled, and you can see it just says brushes. I use my label maker for that, and this little container fits very well in my little cubbies that I keep my storage that is behind me. And these are brushes, but they're a little bit larger and they fit very nicely in my hand. These are not the super large, these are sort of the in-between size, but I do like them pretty well. I have 2 sets. O is for oxide, and then I have a second set in here, unmarked, I know is for ink, As you see, I haven't used the green, but I have tried these guys out. And let's see, haven't used this one, but I believe I used some inks just recently. So I have the pink, and that is an ink one, and I have the blue, also an ink one, and I like them, and I'm going to continue to use them, and I really like the way they fit in this Sterilite container. So this is one with the flaps on the side that close up snugly, and if that's important to you, you can use any size you like. And you can see it says, well, I don't know if you can see that, but it does say Sterilite. You can use any container. This just happened to be in my stash. I had changed some of my organization, and I had them lying around, and I found a good use for them. So going along with that, I have pouncers. These are my oxides, and these are my ink pouncers. So you can see they fit snugly. Again, those brushes and these pouncers also. Amazon finds. I really like to shop on Amazon if I feel I can find a good product that is at a reasonable price. And I don't know if you've had the same experience, but to me, the craft industry gets a premium for their products, that if you wait long enough, or even beforehand, some of these items, these brushes, these were first in the makeup industry, and it's actually the craft industry that borrowed. So they're not even the innovators necessarily, but these are makeup brushes. I do use them for ink blending. These little guys are from Ranger. They're small blending brushes as well. I am not super happy with the construction of these. I feel that they're very fragile and aren't going to last very long. I kind of like the makeup brushes better. And let me see. These are my inks. So let me open up one of the pouncers. So the thing I like about these, and there are two of these on the craft market. One of them have color-coded holders just like this, and the other one does not come with color coding or a holder. Actually, it does come with color coding, but it's just on the handle. So here is the pouncer that I use or will be using. I haven't tried. I'm pretty certain I've tried some of them, but not that particular one. Let me see for the oxides. I'm going to open that one up, see if I've tried it. Not yet. And, is that the oxide? No, that's the ink. That's the ink. Because I thought I had labeled them all, and it looks like I didn't. So let me show you how I label these in case they're all out. I just bought some reinforcements that you could get at any Staples, and I just add a little O to my oxides. So I thought that was a nifty little way to differentiate in case I had some of them out and didn't know which was which. I would be able to make sure that I didn't contaminate my inks. So take a reinforcement, you just place it on. You know that they are already self-adhesive. and then you're in business. So I'm just gonna place it as close to the center as I can. And there we go. There's my oxide. These are my inks. These are my oxides. So there you have it. Those are my ink blending organization. I'm happy with it. These do not, the lid does not fit, but that's okay with me because I have them stacked and they stack fine without the lid. Of course, I've kept the lids for another time if I decide to change my organization again, which crafters like us, we tend to do that. So that's it. That is the whole shebang. All of the ink blenders. Pretty happy with this system. I hope you found this helpful. And until next time, bye-bye, YouTube.